Hello, this is Michael Bunkin and this is my improvised video review of an electronic reader called BeBook Neo. And I would like to concentrate on web browsing capabilities of this device. So the first thing we do, we turn it on. Now it starts to boot, and you can also see how fast does it boot. Now to access the web browsing capabilities, you need to click here. From here we can choose between ebook portal, Google, Wikipedia or Adobe website. Of course, later we can browse from there to any other sites, but these are our starting points. So we'll click on Google. And the thing it will do now is initialize its wireless network module. Now it has found my wireless network and I activate it. Now it starts to download the website. As you can see, it does take time, but I'm not sure if it's the fault of the device or my wireless network, which might be also quite slow. Now we're on the Google homepage, and it is in Russian, as you can see. I don't know how, but it knows that I'm Russian and it shows the page in my language. Here I switch to English. From here we can search for any sort of thing that Google can search for, and let's just find my blog and see how it looks in this device. Now by clicking on the entry field I called up the on-screen keyboard, which is quite nice, but in my view it's a bit too big. I mean, the buttons are really huge. It's not like I'm gonna press them with my fingers or something. But anyway, this is how we enter text into the input fields. Now we click on search. Now the results show quite fast, and my site is here. Here it is, and as you can see, even graphics has been shown, and the fact that it's all black and white or shades of grey doesn't really make it look worse. The scrolling is done by panning, as if you would drag the page up, and the refresh rate is quite high, as you can see. Not high enough for animations, but the text is quite readable, as you can see if I make it a bit closer. And if the site is well formatted, it can be easily viewed on this device. Of course, if the site is overloaded with graphics, it will be more difficult. Now I'm gonna show you the screen rotation feature, which is quite nice for white size. This way I call up the on-screen menu. This is the button I'm looking for. So now this is how it looks. Now we can see the right column as well. And some advertisement. So as you can see, it's not really different from your personal computer browser, but it is a bit limited, of course. Here we have the back and forward buttons, refresh of the page content, and stop. When we load something, we can stop it. Now this is refresh of the screen. It only refreshes the screen in case it gets garbled from scrolling and panning. I'm not sure if you can see, but here you can see some traces of some text that was here before we scrolled it. Now this will disappear once I click on this icon. See, it's all clear now. This icon is used to go somewhere. Here we can enter an URL and we'll go there. It is funny enough that if I enter something like this, just random text, it will open a history. I'm not sure why, but it's quite handy anyway. I wish it could be called by some button instead of this strange way. Now I'd like to show you how it would open a modern website, such as Steam website. No, it's not right, is it? Now we call up the keyboard to correct what we have entered. Now this is Steam website, which is quite loaded with graphics and animations. And still you can see that it's easily scrollable and quite visible. Now I can't really get this virtual scroll bar to scroll, but anyway, this thing is quite limited. Still you can see all the text is quite visible. The images are visible and it's all quite readable as well. Now you can see this noise. It's caused by scrolling, as I've already shown you. I press here and it's gone. So this is how browsing is done on BeBook Neo, and as you can see, it's quite fast and quite useful too, if you don't expect too much, of course. I think that's it. Can't be used for anything serious, but it's still a better way to read the text. It's much more easier on your eyes.